How to configure a KYC workflow on With. In this video, we will show how to configure a KYC workflow on With. The Workflow workspace gives compliance and operations teams a single, centralized place to manage everything from templates and drafts to versioning and publishing history. In the workflow list, draft means the workflow is still being configured, while active means the workflow has been published and is available for use. To create a new KYC process, click New Workflow. The workflow name is mandatory, while the description is optional but recommended to describe the workflow's purpose and help other team members understand it. Then select the appropriate template. With provides reusable templates such as Know Your Customer, KYC with ODD, and KYC with periodic review. Once the workflow is created, the template automatically populates the Canvas editor with all the corresponding nodes and connections. Here, users can build the workflow using drag and drop functions. The central canvas shows how the nodes are placed and connected, so teams can see how each step flows from one part of the process to the next. The Canvas editor is divided into key working areas. At the top left, users can click back to return to the workflow list page, or use the node panel, where they can hover to expand the menu for each node type. At the top right, users can access draft, validate, test, save, publish, and more features within the Kebab menu. At the bottom, users can use zoom, fit view, undo and redo, selection, annotations, and other Canvas tools. Before configuring each node, users can first review the available options within the node panel. In a KYC workflow, With can include nodes such as flow event, identity document, liveness test, email verification, phone verification, face compare, screen check, customer risk assessment, flow rule, and flow decision. Each node represents a controlled step in the customer onboarding process. When required nodes still need setup, With will validate the workflow and show what is missing. Users can fix the validation issue directly in the workflow, save the latest draft, and eventually publish it as an active version. This helps teams complete configuration checks before moving the workflow into production. After a workflow is created, it is automatically saved as a draft. Teams can then validate the workflow to check for node configuration issues before publishing it. Once the workflow passes validation, it can be published as an active version. In the workflow list, teams can view different version numbers and log history, giving them clear control over workflow readiness, release timing, publisher information, and version history.